What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Man, metals are falling like a rock today. Gold's down, silver's down. And I noticed something that not a lot of other channels talk about. Platinum and palladium are way down, like way below 1,000. So is now the time to buy? I don't know. I'm just like you guys. So let's figure it out. So I'm going to go on some websites. Hopefully this will help you guys find the best deals out there possible. This is more for the guys and gals that don't really have a strong local coin shop near them. So we're going to shop online. We're going to check out eBay. We're going to check out all the big bullion sites and see who has the best deals. So stick with me. Let's get started here. All right. So real quick on me. So I trust eBay to buy and sell metals, electronics, whatever. So I know there's a lot of you that like, oh, I'll never buy anything from eBay because it's fake, and you have like this stigmatism. Well, if it's been a while, if it's been a few years, if it's been 5, 6, 7 years since you had an experience on eBay, eBay's safe, guys. They control the payment system, meaning the seller will not get your money unless you are 100% satisfied. And even if the seller doesn't provide a return policy, you'll still get your money back if what you end up getting is indeed a fake piece of bullion. So quickly on me, I've sold $12,000 worth of stuff on eBay in the last 90 days. And my goal is to sell at least $100 worth of stuff. But it's not all coins, it's not all metals, although I do offer that in my store. So if you do want to check out my store, feel free to check that out. So I like to use eBay as basically a feeling of kind of what's going on. There's the eBay world, and then there is probably the faster reaction of the real world of the big bullion sellers. So always like to first check silver out, where things are at as far as the current prices on 90% silver. So when you're searching on eBay, one good way to search is 90% silver roll. And here we've got basically the newest listing. So someone's trying to get 275 for walkers, 325 for walkers from the 30s. You know, if that's somewhat numismatic, but it looks like 249 is kind of the going rate, which is actually really good. These are not bad prices. And what I like about these particular sellers on eBay versus the big bullion online dealers is you get to see what you're actually going to buy. So for example, 249 bucks, and you get to see each individual coin that you're going to get. So there's no mystery. So you got a 1946, 1920, 1920, 1943. And then, you know, some stackers care about that. Because sometimes if you're stacking this just for the weight, but if there's something decent, like this one looks pretty good, you probably don't want to put that in the stack. A 1946, can't see the mint mark, which is normal. I don't see a mint mark where it should be. So most likely this is 1946 Philadelphia, probably an extra fine, maybe AU type coin. But this is not normally what you get when you are buying this stuff in bulk, or, you know, $10 face from your local coin shop. You're not going to be able to pick stuff out. Now, my coin shop's different. If I go in there and they give me two prices, one is they just grab the coins, run it through the machine, and they give me $10 worth. There's that price. But if I actually want to go through the entire bin and pick out the silver I want, they'll charge a little bit more because I'm now picking out nicer, choicer stuff. And even though they have like 6 employees there, they're all kind of family or related to family, they don't have time to go through bullion to look for key dates or look for nicer stuff. So is it possible to get something like the similar local coin shop? Yes. But again, for today's video, I'm basically saying if you don't have a good local coin shop, this is a pretty smart way to buy bullion. So here we've got 249 for a 90% roll. Now let's go look at one of my favorites, Monument Metals. And keep in mind on eBay, you can use a credit card. You do not, there's not two separate prices like a cash price, which is more or less, you know, sending a check or whatever. So let's go to 90% silver. And we're going to concentrate on halves because remember in the past, halves were a little bit more expensive. And let's see what we've got here. So let's go there, 90% tube rolls. And what do we got here? So we got 234 if you want some quarters, 236 if you actually want a Walker roll. So that's really good price, right? $236. Technically, you know, that is, you know, 13 bucks less. But here's the difference. You buy this from this guy on eBay, and you can use your credit card, or if you sell stuff on eBay and you want to use some of the profits from your sales, you can use it to turn that cash into actual real money. And you just process it if you live in a state where they don't charge you tax, and this includes free shipping. So I can get this delivered to my door for $249, and I can use my credit card, or I can use proceeds from the sale from other sales. Or if I wanted to save 16 bucks, I'm sorry, $13, I could go to a place like Monument Metals. I don't know what I'm getting. It will come wrapped, but it's basically a mystery of what I'm getting. And I would get free shipping because I'm making a purchase over $199. And while I'm here, if I really wanted to get a good deal on silver, and I'm buying for the first time, or they'll allow me to, they sometimes have deals where you can buy silver at actual spot. Where is that at here? Or put spot deal. And I believe it was 5 ounces. Here it is. So you can't get silver coins at spot on eBay because that seller on eBay has to pay a fee. So even if they did get a really smoking deal, like wherever they sourced it from, no one's going to sell silver at spot on eBay. So if you are going to make a larger purchase, just keep in mind when you make a purchase from a large online retailer, a trusted one, not some don't buy any bullion from China. You can actually make the deal better because you have to wait. But if all you had was the funds just to buy the roll, well, if you see here, free shipping on orders over $199. But to sweeten the deal, I would probably pick up, if you think today's spot price of $31 is really good for silver and you don't want to pay premium, you can add something like this to your cart to, again, favorite word out there is cost averaging. Dude, who really cares? If you're in the market to buy some silver, you try and find the best deal. So there's pros and cons. So buying from eBay, a lot of people are like, oh, what if it's a scam? What if these are fake? Dude, these aren't fake coins. And even if one of them ended up being fake, you could report to eBay. The seller would be forced to, with proof, you'd have to prove the seller that one of the coins is fake. But at least here you can see that this seller has positive feedback. He has other coins listed for sale. And that's actually a really good deal. And you can actually see what you're getting, right? If you don't care what you're getting, you just want the cheapest price possible, then going with these larger places definitely makes sense. And then when you are making the purchase, it's always a good idea to check out what else they have available. So that's for silver. That's just junk silver. That's just one example. But again, you can sweeten the deal. Now let's check out, again, we're going to keep the theme under 500 bucks. So let's check out a 1/10 ounce gold. Let's just say a bar. And this is where we're at. We're probably going to be in the 350 price point. I do know that searching prior to making this video that SD Bullion has a really good deal right now going on for a 10th gold bar. It's an SD Bullion branded bar, so it's kind of cool. I did get one of those during Black Friday last year in November, and I did a video on it if you want to check it out, see what it looks like in person. And I ended up selling that for a nice profit because at the time they were really tough to find. But anyways, looks like a 10th Cougaran 338, a 10th, yeah, it's about 330 bucks. So if we go to SD Bullion, and they're a nice website to go to because they always show on their front page kind of like the best deals they've got going. And let's get to that page here. So we want to go, when we go to that SD Bullion website, we want to go to Docs Deals. So you want to click that, and then it'll show you basically all the best sales. So right now you could get, if you're just searching for gold, again, gold's 28.57. I know it was close to like 29.60, so it was about 100 bucks more earlier this week. You could go directly here. So a lot of times I don't like buying gold from people on eBay because it's a bigger purchase, so it's a little bit more of a risk. But again, you can walk in your local coin shop, see what they've got going for 1/10 ounce. I'd probably stay away from 1/10 ounce American Eagles. Those always have a higher premium, although they are much easier to sell as well. So that the nice thing is it does suck when you buy something with a premium, but typically the premium kind of sticks around. So even as the demand to purchase precious metals falls, which makes the premium fall, some of the particular coins will always have a premium and they'll hold steady. Just like, American Silver Eagles, you're not going to find those at actual spot. So anyways, you get it for $19.99 over spot. So that's a good deal. And it's good. All right, so here we've got it 305.77, which is $19.99 over spot. Not bad considering you don't have to commit a lot of money. Yes, you can get a full 1 ounce, whatever, and they have those deals for, you know, uh, whatever over spot. But if you don't have a huge budget and you just like to buy gold as you see fit, this is a great place to get gold as close to. I think SD Bullion has one of the best deals if you want to purchase a small quantity of gold. So we got silver covered, we got gold covered. Let's look at something interesting though. So you can go to CNBC. I like to go to CNBC just to kind of see where metals are doing. And what I like about CNBC's website is you can click on the gold part up here, and it'll actually show you gold, silver, copper, platinum, and palladium. So platinum definitely caught my eye at 940. Palladium definitely at 911. That's really, really low. But what I've noticed is it's almost like palladium's down to 9 or 11 bucks. I bet you if anyone's got palladium, it's going to be tough to find any palladium from any big website or even your local coin shop cheap enough that actually makes sense. So here we go, as low as $1,220. That is a massive, massive premium, right? So you are paying up through the wazoo to get palladium. But when palladium typically drops and you have to wait for these big bullion places to kind of cycle through it. So if the price of palladium stays low for quite some time, or the price of platinum stays low for quite some time, you will see the premium start to drop as they start getting in more and more actual deals themselves. The problem with palladium and platinum is it just does not transfer in between hands. So people that have the palladium or platinum probably is the last thing they're going to bring into their local coin shop, which ends up buying it. And if they can't sell it for retail or get a little premium there, they end up dumping it to big places like an SD Bullion, or I shouldn't say directly to them, but more or less through the wholesale channels. And then the wholesale channels are ultimately the ones that supply to SD Bullion. So there's always going to be quite a bit of premium on platinum and palladium unless the price stays stagnant for quite some time. But sometimes you can pre-order stuff that's pretty cheap. So anyways, SD Bullion's going really slow today. So let's go to Monument Metals, back to Monument Metals, and let's see what they've got for palladium. So what I like about them is you can easily pick out, okay, I want a bar, and they do offer smaller pieces, which is kind of cool. But here we've got 1,039 is probably the cheapest you're going to find palladium, which and on their website they're saying it's at 930. So it looks like about $100, $110 premium on palladium. And again, are you going to get rich off this stuff? No, but at least they have it in stock. You can pre-order, so they're thinking the price is probably be higher, but you wouldn't get it till after March 14th. So I don't recommend buying a full ounce of palladium or platinum or gold from just a normal seller on eBay. It's very, very risky. Not for the seller and the buyer, right? So typically, if you're going to spend this kind of money, it's probably better to do it in person and go to your local coin shop. But if your local coin shop's like, dude, we don't have any palladium, we don't have any platinum, Monument Metals is a great place to do that. So here we've got about $110 premium in that. And let's look for platinum. And let's just do a bar to keep the premiums as low as possible. So here we've got a platinum bar at 1,033. Again, not bad. You still have somewhat of a premium here, but looks like under $100. And it's out of the plastic. So, but at least you know it's going to be real. But that's a pre-order, so you wouldn't get it. It says shipping March 14th. So if you actually wanted something in stock today, they've got this one ready to go. Now, again, when you're buying from these big metal places, it's best to create an account first, establish a payment method. So typically through your checking. Some of them require you to actually mail in a check. They process it, and then it could take 2 to 3 weeks for you actually to get your product. Again, this is only if you don't have a local coin shop near you. But these places by far offer the lowest premiums. And is now a time to buy platinum or palladium? I don't know. I can't tell you that. But all I know is that all the metals are down. The premiums are low. But for weight purposes, I believe, and the potential for it to go up, I believe silver is basically where it's at. Gold's kind of like still close to its all-time high. Silver has a lot more movement to go up. Platinum and palladium, though, are very low. If I could get a palladium or platinum bar under $900, I'd probably jump on it, because for the most part, it's always over 1,000. They're kind of like at their all-time lows. So, but again, for budget purposes wise, if you don't want to throw 1,000 at something and watch it continually go down, I think silver is the best way to go. And when silver becomes more popular and the premiums go up, many people like to buy junk silver. And junk silver right now, what I mean by junk is 90% silver, is the premiums are at their all-time lows. They really are. So I prefer the 90% silver, because you can buy stuff that you can collect like two ways. You're collecting weight, but you can also purchase a Dansko album or some type of album to put the nicer coins in. So it kind of lets you do two things. You can satisfy your numismatic values by picking out the nicer ones, and then improving ones that you find when you're buying 90% silver, and it's currently at its lowest premium. And you will always, it's very, very, very liquid. Now, palladium, platinum, not very liquid. What I mean by that is, if you take a palladium bar, a platinum bar to your local coin shop, they might not want to buy it or if they do want to buy it, they're going to pay you way under the premium, because they got to make money and they don't want to tie up $1,000 on something that's a very, very slow seller for them. So they don't have people going to their door saying, I want to buy a 1 ounce platinum, or I want to buy a 1 ounce palladium. Now, bigger coin shops will have that stuff available, but when you go to sell it to them, unless they got someone saying, hey, I'm willing to pay X amount, if you get any of that stuff in, they're going to give you below wholesale, meaning the coin shop's going to give you what they would get if they can't sell the bar there locally or on their eBay website. A lot of local coin shops have eBay websites. They're going to give you below what the wholesaler will give them, in case they just want to move it and turn it liquid right away. And again, that's the day you go in. So they're going to pull up their wholesale list. It's going to say like, the wholesaler is going to pay me X amount. I'm going to give you 10 or 20 bucks under that, which is not a lot of money, but they always do that to hedge their bets on slower moving inventory. So anyways, so for gold right now, so if your budget's under 500, or you want to spend 200, get the free shipping, I think by far the junk silver is the best way to go. Or you could go here, if you are buying for the first time from Monument Metals, get 5 really nice Buffalo rounds at spot, which is awesome, and then maybe buy something else just so that you can get your purchase over $199 to get free shipping. Because if you buy the deal but then you pay for shipping, it's not really a deal. So and that's the best way to stack silver. But I will say, when premiums go up, and don't forget, not too long ago, was it 2.5 years ago, banks were failing, people were getting scared, silver was getting scarce, people were buying it up, the premiums got jacked up very, very, very quickly. Like, people are paying $3, $4, $5 over on just generic Buffalo rounds. But Buffalo rounds or generic silver is very, very liquid, and American Silver Eagles are very, very liquid. So you can get deals on this stuff. Very, very liquid, meaning you can walk in a coin shop. They'll buy these all day long because people come in and buy them all day long. And if they can't sell them or if they have too many of them, there's plenty of other places that'll buy it. So they're as low as 33.20 for Monument Metals. If you like to collect the certain years, the years are pretty affordable. And then obviously junk silver is the way to go. So hopefully this helps you guys out. Again, we could go on and on and on about it, but I highly recommend. I've done all these things myself. I have purchased junk silver from eBay and been very satisfied for it. I've done videos on it. I've done unboxing videos with it. I've purchased things from Monument Metals, SD Bullion, been very, very happy with my purchases from them. And that's why I'm recommending them. If you are in the market to buy metals, I think now is a great time to do it. So appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you learned something. Let me know in the comments if you've purchased from Monument Metals or SD Bullion, or if you've got anything cool from your local coin shop. Just do not buy from sellers on eBay that are from China or Hong Kong or the Philippines or Indonesia. They're fake. There's no reason to buy metals and wait for them to come over the ocean, get them in your hand to find out they're completely fake or they're silver coated brass. Very, very, very scary. And I also do recommend Vermilion Enterprises out of Florida. Brian and Tim are awesome. I wish I lived closer to there, or I could, but that's for someone that's looking to buy a little like larger purchases. They're awesome there, but they churn and burn, meaning if they don't sell to you, they're sent it to the melt. So and they they only take checks. They hold on to the checks. They take their time. They're not doing anything stupid. But if you want to just make a very simple purchase, eBay, I believe, is a safe place to do it because I also sell on the platform. Now, not everyone's a cool seller like myself that's actually looking out for your best interest, gets the product out right away. You do sometimes have to be patient. Some of the sellers are a little bit older, and they might not live close to the post office. It might take some time for them to ship your order, but at least your money is protected and you're not using your cash. You can use a credit card, and then eBay will look out for your best interest if you end up getting something that is fake. But easiest way to not buy fakes is don't buy from foreign sellers on the eBay platform. If you live here in the United States, only buy from other sellers here in the United States, and also check out their feedback, make sure everything's cool. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.